Is that enough? Are you actually videoing us? Great.
Just get a channel here.
Oh, recording. No. Anō koutou katoa te wā e nai nei te kaumātahi mai I te kaumātahi o te haora 11 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock. Yes, Michelle back with you ki rongi tēnei wāhanga te kōtuku o te ata. Now koutou katoa, we have a very special, about 4 special guests I roto I tēnei wāhi e nai nei right here in the studio with me. It's the Hokianga Artist Recording Project, it's a charitable trust, and I've got Vili and Rima with me this morning. Ata Māori, kōrua.
Oh, kia ora.
Kia ora. Kia ora. You want to introduce yourself? Vili, nō he koe, where are you from?
Well, first of all, tēnā koutou katoa. I'm Vili. I'm one of the doctors at Hokianga Health, and originally I'm from South Africa.
Rima.
Kia ora, I'm Rima and I live in Omanai, but I'm originally from Te Haupo. Yeah, pretty much.
Your last name, Rima?
Norman.
Norma, she's one of the Normans. That's a big whānau too, I know a few. Yes, okay guys, and you're part of the Hokianga Artist Recording Project. Tell me, Vili, what's this all about?
Well, basically what happened was last year, every time I go to a medical conference, there's always some presentation by rangatahi, and they're either from Auckland or Wellington or Christchurch, or one of the big cities, and it kind of irritated me to think that our youth living in a rural area as big as the Hokianga doesn't have something that they can call their own. And in the process, I had some ideas and I prayed about it, and after a while I kind of got to the idea, how about getting the rangatahi in, writing a song that's specifically for them, and then record them and then release these songs to be downloaded like from iTunes and these places. So May last year I approached Rima, and because Rima is also very good in writing music, and we then decided to start the charitable trust, the Hokianga Artist Recording Project. Now, from May last year, we built also our own music studio, rehearsing studio, recording studio in Rawani, and we had our auditions in the beginning of the year, where we got our candidates, and Anaria and Jake was our January and February recordings, and that's basically where we are. But also, not only do we do the recordings and stuff, we also want to build into our candidates' lives. So every month we have a specific topic, like for instance communication, motor, road safety, sex, etc., etc. And we send our candidates each month a specific package to give them some information about those topics, so that after the year it's not just the music and the experience of the recording that they've had, but it's also the...
So what's your role within the organisation, Vili?
Between me and Rima, we run the whole trust. There's a lot of admin and things that goes with it. And then also between me and Rima, we write the songs, we produce them, record them, and master it.
You play the music yourself?
Between me and Rima, both of us, yeah.
What instrument do you play, Vili?
Mainly the guitar.
Yeah. What about you, Rima? Multi-talented? Lots of different instruments?
Little bits and pieces. Yeah. Self-taught.
Yeah. Okay. And so your recording studio in Rawani, is it very big? Big, or is it just a shed, back of a shed?
No, it's actually in my house, and it's actually quite a nice size. like for instance, if we rehearse for other things and use it, the rehearsal part of it, we can fit about 5 people in the studio sitting with all the other stuff still in the where it's got to be. So it's quite a nice size. We also have a nice little recording booth, which is private. There's no windows or anything. I know when Jake was in the recording studio doing his song, he was having a nice jive, just because no one could see him. So yeah, no, it's quite a nice little studio.
Can't wait. And Rima, you obviously do the desk, the sound desk when you do the recordings, or is that your Lily?
It's Lily's job.
You just write the writer and
and
do the admin.
Yeah.
Rima do the writers. I mean, I also do a little bit of it, but she usually, once she gets on it, then she just goes and writes that song. And then we both go together into the recording studio because we use a specific software package, which is basically what they use all over the world for music and also movies. And we use a lot of MIDI. So I would be working on the sound deck, and Rama would be on the synthesizer with whatever instrument, whatever we're busy with.
Oh, and do you enjoy that, Rama, doing that sort of making?
Yeah, it is fun. Sometimes it's a bit hard because you kind of run out of ideas and you got to try and find something different, but then you realise that someone else has already used something like that. So, yeah.
You mind that's what music's about, though, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
So what do you do other than this? You just said, Billy, you were a doctor at running at Kiana House. So what do you do, Rima, during the day? Because obviously this is an evening job.
Yeah. I work at the Runa in Kaipwe, and and I do Kiwi Camp, and that's work with primary and intermediate kids. Yeah.
So do you bring some of that into your recordings and things like that? The main that you got?
I actually haven't had, no one's asked me to look at their throats or anything yet. Although I know at the moment, and Jake has actually got a bit of flu.
I've been into your music. Write songs about it.
Well, yeah, you get ideas from like observing other people. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been lucky with what we've done so far. I think it turned out quite well and original. And it's nice to know that there's no song like that. It's the song that we've done, and that especially more credit to the artist who's actually performed the songs. Quite satisfactory.
So how many youth do you have involved within the
We've got 9 candidates. I can tell you quickly because I made a note this morning. This month we're recording the V's Aparua. April is Kara Te Urupi. May is Saraya Wikaira. June is Mary Maxwell. July is Elena Pomare. August is Giovanni Hawkeye. Then in September, Jake is doing another song. October, Jake and Honoria is doing a duet. And in November, we're doing Sarah Rose Gad. And then hopefully next year, with one of the big festivals, we can get our kids to perform at the festival as they're all from Napui. And yeah, they can show the people what Napui can do.
So every month you're recording a different artist, and then you release it on your website?
We release it, it's available on our website. We release it on CD Baby, who's in America. They take our song and release it to 14 music companies. So the song is released on about 14, 15 different download engines where you can download the song from.
Okay, so anyone in the Hokianga can ring you guys up and book a session?
We don't have time. It would have been good, but we don't have time.
For next year?
Well, next year we'll have our auditions again, so yeah.
So the process is people audition at the beginning of the year?
That's correct. Yeah.
So if they want to do that, audition for
They
next
must,
year?
yeah, it will be in the papers again, and we had quite a few things running. It was on your file, and so thank you for that. And yeah, so, but at this moment in time, all we're focusing on is March.
really snug.
That's it.
Can't wait. Well, thank you very much. Now, guys, we're going to play a song done by one of your artists. This is one of the first ones released. Jake Cordefa singing the song My Girl.
He was in February.
It was in February. So it was last month.
Yep.
Yeah, it was released, recorded and released in a month. That's pretty good. Yeah, for doing the song. It's quick. What a quick turnover.
Quite hard to.
Yeah, it would be quite hard for
Yeah.
inspired in the singing.
Actually my papa.
Your papa
Yeah, my papa and my uncle.
and your uncle, who are they?
My Korefa and Hiruera Korefa.
Can't wait. And you love to sing, obviously. That's
Yeah.
why you're doing this. You really enjoy doing this recording.
Yeah, it's me, yeah.
You're learning some of the skills of recording.
Yeah, different types of singing styles.
Different singing styles. What's your favourite artist at the moment?
Well, I'm mostly into reggae, so all the reggae bands are my
Yeah. You
favourite.
go and stand outside in an open only because everyone's they look old enough to see it. But were you down there listening to all those bands the last couple of weeks? They had Jay Booth the other weekend.
Yeah,
House of Sheen.
they were good.
1814.
They're the best.
Homegrown. It's pretty good. Homegrown always. Native Sons.
Haven't heard of
Had
them.
they're local, Native Sons. They do the reggae. Tribal Connections in the
Yeah.
You like them?
I met them last weekend,
Yeah,
actually.
they're cool, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're down at Okanoni. That's where they were last time I was talking to
Yep.
them. Yeah, but they're from the Hokianga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty cool. So if you had to sing a reggae song, you reckon you could write one and put one together now from doing this whole process?
Sort of.
Yeah.
With help or agreement.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, eh?
Yeah.
Isn't it? So, what's your favourite thing about coming in with the Hokianga Artist Recording Project?
Like getting influenced by Tautoko and that. Being,
You obviously still going to school?
yeah, I'm actually the head boy at Kuratakiwa Opanoni. So yeah.
Yeah. And we've got another artist sitting next to him here. Yeah.
Kia ora.
Amalia. Yeah. And we'll play your song next. So, introduce yourself. Where you're from and...
Well, I live in Wales, Marama, but I'm originally from Ottawa.
What's your last name?
Rakiti Tani.
Can't play. And your song, we're going to play that next, is called I Will Let You Go.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell me a bit about that song.
Well, it's sort of it's like a love song, but like...
What sort of a beat? Have you got a rap beat, fast beat?
Yep, it's pretty fast.
Pretty fast. Yep. And who's your favourite artist at the moment?
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Yeah, she's a pretty awesome young one. Yeah, she's not so young anymore. You go to Opanoni, Te Kura Takiwa Opanoni.
Aye.
Yes, you both do. So, almost fluent in Te Reo. I would be a lot better than you. Okay, they're quite better. Now, how did you get involved? You obviously auditioned.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, you guys, and got picked. Were you really excited about that?
Yeah.
Were you nervous when you went for your audition?
Yeah.
As nervous as now? No, wow, it's really different. Oh. So, what's your next song? You've been practicing hard out. The next song you guys are going to do? No?
It's not until later in the year.
Yeah.
So has this influence through this recording, Hokianga Artist Recording Project, have you guys been inspired to write your own music and to do your own tunes and things at home and at school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you written a few of your own waiata?
No.
No?
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Have you got tunes in your head that you'd maybe like to write music to, words to?
Yeah.
Has it made you think about that process and inspired you to think, oh, that's a catchy tune, I wouldn't mind putting some words to that? No?
Pretty much.
Yes, yeah. Have your family, can they all around Omanai and Waio Te Marama hear you guys singing out in the paddocks?
They'll probably join us.
They do. Well, now we're going to listen to a waiata by Anaria, and it's called I Will Let You Go. So here you go, folks. First time, whakarongo tonu mai, you heard it right here at Tautoko.